Lewis Hamilton wearing Ferrari red feels like a moment pulled straight from a movie. A seven-time world champion joining the most famous team in Formula One, history seems powerful, emotional, and meaningful. Ferrari represents passion, legacy, and tradition. Lewis Hamilton represents excellence, discipline, and greatness. On the surface, the pairing feels perfect, almost destined. However, Formula One is not driven by emotion. It is driven by systems, execution, and cold reality. When the excitement fades and the situation is examined carefully, Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari begins to look far less inspiring. In fact, it may turn out to be one of the biggest mistakes of his career. Not because Hamilton lacks talent, and not because Ferrari lacks ambition, but because the timing, structure, and culture of Ferrari clash sharply with what Hamilton needs most at this stage of his career. Ferrari has always sold a dream. Driving for Ferrari means joining a legend that stretches back decades. The team's name alone carries power that no other brand in Formula One can match. Yet history alone does not win championships. Ferrari has not won a driver's title since 2007. That is not a short slump or a run of bad luck. It is a long pattern of failure across different regulations, team leaders, and driver lineups. Despite constant promises of improvement, the results remain the same. Hamilton is entering this environment with a little time to wait for long-term progress. Age plays a major role in this decision. Lewis Hamilton is still an elite driver, but he is nearing 40 years old. In modern Formula One, that matters more than it once did. Cars are heavier, more complex, and far more physically demanding. Drivers must manage hybrid systems, tire wear, and intense forces for nearly 2 hours every race. While Hamilton's skill and experience remain exceptional, age reduces the margin for error. Ferrari is not known for patience. The team expects immediate results, and if success does not arrive quickly, pressure builds rapidly. Hamilton does not have the luxury of multiple seasons to slowly adapt. Another major issue lies in how Ferrari operates as an organization. Mercedes was built around Lewis Hamilton. His feedback shaped the car. His opinions mattered in key decisions, and the team trusted his instincts. Ferrari does not work this way. Ferrari is built around Ferrari. Drivers are expected to adapt to the team's structure, not reshape it. Even legendary drivers have failed to control Ferrari's direction. Fernando Alonso and Sebastian Vettel both arrived with world championships and confidence, yet both left without titles and with visible frustration. This creates a serious mismatch. Hamilton thrives in environments where communication is clear and trust is strong. Ferrari's structure is more rigid, more political, and often slower to react. Adjusting to that system takes time, and time is the one thing Hamilton cannot afford to waste. Small delays in development or decision-making can cost entire seasons. Ferrari's long-standing strategy problems raise even greater concerns. Over many years, the team has repeatedly lost races due to slow decisions, poor tire calls, and confusing radio communication. These mistakes are not rare exceptions. They happen season after season. Strategy errors have cost Ferrari wins, podiums, and championships. Hamilton's success at Mercedes was built not only on speed, but on intelligent race management. He won races by managing tires, choosing the right moment to attack, and trusting his team's calls. At Ferrari, strong races often turn into missed opportunities because of poor execution. The presence of Charles Leclerc adds another layer of difficulty. Ferrari already sees Leclerc as the face of its future. He is young, fast, and deeply connected to the team's identity. This means Hamilton is not joining as the clear leader. Ferrari has a long history of struggling when managing two top drivers. Instead of making firm choices, the team often hesitates, leading to internal tension and lost points. Hamilton performs best when fully supported. At Ferrari, loyalty is divided, and that uncertainty can weaken performance. Pressure at Ferrari is unlike anywhere else in Formula One. Every mistake becomes a national story. Every loss turns into a crisis. Media attention is constant, emotional, and unforgiving. While Hamilton has faced pressure throughout his career, Ferrari pressure is different. It is louder, more personal, and deeply emotional. At Mercedes, Hamilton had stability and protection. At Ferrari, he will be exposed to non-stop scrutiny, where even small errors are magnified and criticized. Ferrari often claims that its culture has changed. The team speaks of calm leadership, better communication, and improved organization. Yet, when results fall short, old habits return quickly. Public frustration, internal blame, and confusion become visible. Years of disappointment have shaped Ferrari's culture, and changing that takes more than new leadership or optimistic messaging. Hamilton needs stability to perform at his best. Ferrari's instability remains a serious concern. This move is also closely tied to the future, especially the 2026 regulation changes. New engines and new rules promise a reset across Formula One. Hamilton is betting that Ferrari will get this right. That is a dangerous gamble. Ferrari has not dominated a modern engine era. Mercedes has already proven its ability to lead during major rule changes. Red Bull continues to build momentum, and new manufacturers like Audi are entering the sport with focused long-term plans. Betting on Ferrari at this stage of a career carries significant risk, with little time to recover if the project fails. At its core, this move feels driven more by emotion than strategy. It is about legacy, symbolism, and completing a story. Wearing red, driving for Ferrari, and becoming part of history carry enormous appeal. The image of Lewis Hamilton winning in a Ferrari is powerful, but Formula One does not reward images. It rewards results. If Ferrari fails to deliver another championship, this move will be remembered not as bold, but as unnecessary. Hamilton also gave up familiarity and trust. Mercedes knew him completely. The team understood how to rebuild after failure and how to adapt under pressure. Ferrari is still learning how to avoid self-inflicted mistakes. Choosing uncertainty over stability late in a career is a dangerous decision. Lewis Hamilton's legacy is already secure. His records, championships, and influence cannot be erased. Yet even legends are vulnerable to poor timing. This move, while beautiful on the surface, highlights the gap between a dream and reality. In Formula One, reality always wins.